As a Miami Hurricane fan, I'm always surprised at the amount of fellow Miami Hurricane fans that I always bump into in public. And the reason why I'm always so surprised to see other Hurricane fans is because the football program has been down for so many years. It's just you would think the popularity and the support for the team would be very low. You would think that fans would be afraid to show themselves, but it's always really refreshing to see that I'm not the only Hurricane fan around. And I got a lot of pride in my Canes. You feel me? And we got a really underrated fan base. For this team to be as irrelevant as what they have been for the last couple decades, we may not go to the games like that because we don't really get a good reason to go to the games. But there's been plenty of instances where Miami has had their moments of being good, such as 2017, where Hard Rock was sold out. In 2017, I remember when Miami played Notre Dame. That was the loudest that I've ever heard a Miami Hurricanes game, ever. And I was just watching it on television. Imagine how loud that Notre Dame Miami Hurricanes 27 game was in person. So when Miami football is good, the fans support when they get a reason to go to support. And this season, Miami, this is the best team that they've had in a very long time. And I know Hurricane fans say that very often. It seems like nearly every year they're saying this team is the best team we've had since 2000 and something. But when you look at 24/7 Sports Team Talent Composite rankings, they're top 10. They got a good offensive line, a good group of wide receivers. They should have a really good defense. The only difference between this year's Hurricanes team and past iterations of Miami Hurricanes football is that we got a true superstar at quarterback this year, and his name is Cam Ward. We thought we had that in Taylor Van Dyke when you think about how good he was when he had to replace Derek King his redshirt freshman season. But then you get a new coaching staff in there, Red Lashley leaves, and he just didn't look the same. Same thing with De'Aaron King. We thought De'Aaron King was going to be a superstar, and he couldn't stay healthy. This is the year, though, that Miami really makes some noise, that this great program returns to glory. Everybody's going to be talking about Miami Hurricanes football this year, man, because you're going to have a quarterback that has a really good chance of being a Heisman finalist this year and putting up a lot of high, fantastic numbers in this Shannon Dawson offense. He has an air raid offense. I'm pretty sure he's trying to sling that rock all over the yard and run it occasionally from time to time. But Miami Hurricane fans, I believe this is the year that we finally get rewarded for our patience and our willingness to go through all this hardship. Like, when you go on Instagram, X, there's a really big Miami Hurricanes community. Even on YouTube, I remember when I started out first doing YouTube, I initially was covering Miami Hurricanes football. And I met so many people via the Miami Hurricanes just talking about the team. And this is a really passionate fan base, a fan base that has a desire to want to do anything that it takes for this team to win. They got a really good alumni base. The fan base always buys a lot of merchandise. I always see a lot of people rocking Miami Hurricanes gear. That's why I always ask them, hey, you a Hurricanes fan? I had a homie that I met the day at FAU who's a Hurricane fan that I had class with for like 2 semesters, and I never knew he was a Hurricanes fan until today. I was like, bro, I see you sporting that Miami Hurricanes jacket. Like, what's up with that? You a Canes fan? He was like, hell yeah, I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I just get so surprised at the amount of Miami Hurricanes fans there are, because this program has been down for so many years that you would think this fan base is extinct. And it's not just in South Florida. This is all across the world. Like, I've traveled to a few different states, met a couple of different people not from Florida that are Hurricane fans. Are you kidding me? Like, we gotta have the most underrated fan base in college football. For this fan base to be as big as what it is, and Miami to be as down for as long as what they've been, you can't tell me Miami Hurricane fans, we don't go hard for our football team, bro. We love our school. Like, after attendance, we've shown when the team is good, we go watch the games. There's no point going to watch us play when we're not good. You think there's a reason to go watch Miami play a game against Georgia Tech? I mean, when you know they're going to lose, you know they're going to find a dumb way to F up a win? Come on, man. Like, Miami Hurricane fans, we need to pat ourselves on the back. We're one of the most loyalist fan base, one of the most passionate fan bases in college football. And I'm glad to be a part of such a great and such a strong fan base. And I can't wait for us to kick some ass this season. Like, I really believe this is the year that the Miami Hurricanes are going to come back and really make their presence felt in college football again. We got talent, we got money, we got a quarterback now. The Canes are coming in 2024, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm willing to merch it.